I want to give kudos to our management, who is literally getting the guts kicked out of them by the public and by some of us. We get paid to do that. Kick the guts out of me, but I do feel for the staff when I'm watching it happen to them. They're trying to do the best they can. They're, and does everybody like it? No, but, some credit has to be due.
During her full statement, she seems to be directing some of her comments at her colleagues. Councillor Parsons picks up on it and acknowledges it, but doesn't put any more wind in the sails. Kim Sheppard-Campbell reacts to the hyperbole of the statement and essentially sees MacMullin as confusing criticism with Council's obligations for accountability. Sheppard-Campbell is correct in this regard.
And thank you, Councillor MacMullin. I appreciate your opinions. I just happen to take a different approach, I guess.
I do respect Councillor MacMullin's comments. However, I am a little bit offended that it was said some of us are kicking the guts out of management and that we are paid to take the flack from the residents. I see we're asking management questions. Management is paid to answer those questions. So I don't think that any of us are really bullying anybody. Every time I try to ask a question, I do it with respect.
That's a concise and accurate response. Take note that she introduces the term bullying. That'll get a counter-reaction from MacMullin, as you'll see next. But in fairness, using willy-nilly exaggerative statements like literally getting the guts kicked out of them is entirely within the realm and tone of bullying, although we might say, figuratively speaking.
And through you to Councillor Sheppard, thank you for bringing that forward, but when I said getting the guts kicked out of them, that intent and that was social media and out in the public, and I don't think it's really a surprise for anyone to log on to anything and not see that certain people are taking personal kickings. It wasn't directed at the council around here that we're in the process of doing that.
Social media, the great scapegoat for politicians. Let me offer some enlightenment. Social media is just a communication channel, and the people using it are residents and councillors of the CBRM. But that aside, let's do an instant fact check on MacMullin. Did she only refer to only social media doing all that non-bullying, figurative gut kicking, or her colleagues as well? Editor, roll that clip back stat.
Thing to do. I want to give kudos to our management, who is literally getting the guts kicked out of them by the public and by some of us.
Listen, folks, no need for meta discussions that distract from the actual topic that matters. Management told you they could do it with 8 employees, and they were 100% wrong about how many were needed at great additional cost to taxpayers. And there were many other issues during this same meeting that would raise some eyebrows, and I'll address those soon. My dad used to say, the surest way to work yourself out of a job is to join management. Okay, let's sling another quote. With great power comes great responsibility. If you prefer a Spider-Man quote over my dad's version, have at it. Basically, people get big jobs and big paychecks, and it's completely within the role of council to make sure they are doing their jobs effectively, protecting the best interests of the residents of the CBRM. They don't need council apologists on their behalf. Just make sure service qualities are where they need to be without trying to draw more blood from taxpayer stone or coming back to the well in another 3 or 4 months.